Today's podcast is me versus me. One of the things that I thought was a powerful message was about trying your best to eliminate fear and insecurities. And something that I recently did for myself was I'm going to stop working out and always putting hats on or immediately doing that because I didn't like what I looked like. I didn't like the fact that my hair is thinning, it's been thinning, and I addressed it. And it was like one or two ways. I was either going to shave it or I was going to do something about it. I ran into somebody years ago when my social media first started to go. They had said to me, hey, listen, you should definitely go to Turkey. You'll love it. You'll feel younger, blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing about it was I've always told people, I'm the Peter Pan phenomenon, or syndrome, whatever you call it, with regards to feeling youthful. Unless I have aches and pains going on, which when don't I? I've always felt super energetic, youthful. But this was something that I felt would stop making me reach for something to cover up my head and say, you know what? Yeah, stop with that. That's not who you are. That's not what you teach. You don't teach that in your coaching. You didn't teach that when you were on, the basketball court. You didn't teach that to your kids. You're better than that. Your discipline, your confidence has always been what sets you apart. Don't lose focus of that. Doing it, I look at it now, it was something that set me free. And so today's message is short and sweet with regards to confidence, not losing who you are, what you are, and about it's so important to preserve that. When you lose that something, that confidence in you, you get lost. You could easily get depressed or lose your zest for life, for energy, for the power that drives you, that makes you want to be a better version of yourself. When I went into the bodybuilding, it is extremely competitive. I knew that there were going to be certain things that I would need to do and sacrifices, commitment, and I loved it because basically I looked at it as like a stone to sharpen the blade of my discipline. I look forward to food prep. I look forward to understanding all those different things. And more importantly, I love the rewards I experience, the accolade that I get from that. And I think that's part of always being an athlete or always being a trainer, that we all like praise. What this podcast is about is self-praise. I realized I don't necessarily care so much about the clicks and the likes. What I cared about, what I think this message should be about is you got to love what you're doing for you. You have to love how you feel. You got to love that you show up in the morning for yourself. When you make that decision to shift, it is so uplifting for your soul, for your heart, for your happiness to let go of those fear, the apprehension, the insecurity, that I strongly encourage people to look at that. If something's bothering you, a scar, weight, hair, don't wait. Don't let it fester. Don't let it become a silent killer. Address it, remove it, move on, okay? And I am sure there are therapists out there that have a whole 10-step system for that, but it's critical. I have to tell you, over the last 10 years, it's been something that was really weighing on me, and the last 10 days have been an absolute game changer in how I feel, the confidence, the swag, and I think so many people, they see you as what you show them. And I didn't want to be a liar. I wanted to be genuine. I wanted to be authentic. I wanted to be honest. And I don't know if everybody wants to do that. I didn't want to feel like I had to put on the makeup and the act and the look. I just wanted to be me, and I just wanted to be the best version of me. So, I made a lot of choices, made a lot of decisions, and I feel that these are things that have made me a better version of who I am for my kids, for my wife, for everybody around me. I have to tell you, in the coaching platform, what I do on a national stage, it's something that I feel like when people ask, I'm like, hey, listen, if you don't like what's going on in your practice, change it. If you don't like what's going on in your work life, improve it, change it, go at it. Don't let it fester until it's breaking you down. Change it so that you look forward to it. I have a buddy that's down in Miami with his wife, and they're constantly remodeling for growth and success. And I feel like that's the way we should look at life, is you should always be retooling. You should always be deleting versions of you that don't best serve you, because know one thing, in those moments, that person that's detracting from the best version of yourself is taking away from the energy around people around you, because you're not showing up for them either. And people don't realize that. We get selfish and we get centered on thinking about ourselves, and we miss that the fact is that when you're doing that, you're starving or putting out candles of other people, and that's not fair. Today's pod for me is about self-reflection and how powerful it is to identify things that bother you and make positive change. Genuinely go at it. If you can afford it, if it's cosmetic, if it's something as simple as exercise, walking, your clothes, your look, your style, make an effort and try your best, because you'll feel better. I don't want to say, because I have plenty of friends, whether they have hair, this or that, they're overweight, they're confident, they love themselves, but not everybody is the same, right? Not everybody is built that way. And so you have to be happy in your skin. You have to be happy at the person that looks back at you in the mirror. When you achieve that, that's the ultimate win. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like what you see, this is your New Year's Eve preparing for New Year's Day resolutions. Identify your punch list that you want to fix and get after it. Tomorrow's not promised, right? Make those changes today and just watch doors open, watch the world change, watch your eyes open, watch the sunshine kind of pour in. I'll leave this message with you is that nothing's really ever permanent. You can change just about anything with just a little bit of effort and, focus, discipline. I'm living proof of that. So at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this today. It was about making sure, identifying what doesn't make you happy, create an action plan, stick to it, and get it done, all right? I hope this was add some value to you. If you did, please share it, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, and thank you. God bless.